Welcome along, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day. I've had a nightmare journey getting down here, but hopefully we can get straight on with it now because I'm going to try a little experimental vlog, a couple of experimental vlogs. And the first vlog I'm going to do is on the Thameslink corridor, which is London Bridge through to London St Pancras and London King's Cross. So we're going to start off here with London Blackfriars station. We should have started off with a different station for a different vlog, but we started off with London Blackfriars today, operated by Thameslink, and it has 4 platforms to its name. Now, when it originally opened, it opened as St Paul's in 1866 by the London Chatham and Dover Railway. And then it stayed as St Paul's until 1937, when the Southern Railway renamed it to London Blackfriars. Now, in 1971 or 1972, it underwent an extensive redevelopment, and that was to accommodate the London Underground, because the District Line and the Circle Line were being done around about that time. And then in 2009 and 2012, it underwent another redevelopment, and that was to accommodate the Thameslink Project, which you can see just creeping over my shoulder with the Class 700 Desiro cities. It is a busy station. We have got additional services today because we have got Southeastern popping in here with their Hayes service. So we should have some good movements. Anyway, we're going to be here for 30 minutes, and then we're going to move on to the next part of the Thameslink project, which will be London Bridge.
London Bridge, East Croydon, Colston South, Mervston, Red Hill, Poole, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Crawley, Highfield, Farringdon, Little Haven, and Poole. Use the short platform, passengers board Highfield, the board for run 5 coaches. Passengers board Farringdon, the board 5 coaches. First class accommodation is at the front of the train. Please note, some of the lifts at Gatwick Airport are currently out of service. Please speak to a member of staff if you need further assistance.
London Victoria via Crystal Palace. Calling at New Cross Gate, Brockley, Monterey Park, Forest Hill, Sydenham, Crystal Palace, Gypsy Hill, West Norwood, Streatham Hill, Balham, Wandsworth Common, Clapham Junction, Battersea Park, and London Victoria. This train has 4 coaches. Platform 12 for the 0758 Southern service to London Victoria via Crystal Palace. For the 0807 Southern service to Upfield, calling at East Croydon, Oxhill, Hurstbridge, Bridge Town, Hever, Camden, Ashurst, Erridge, Crowborough, Buxley, and Upfield. This train has 3 coaches.
Righty-ho then, folks, we've just finished up our second stint of the Thameslink chord. This is London Bridge Railway Station, operated by Network Rail. It has 15 platforms to its name and was opened in December of 1836, making it the oldest known London terminus in the country. It was opened by the London Greenwich Railway. Then another 2 companies joined in, and that's where London Bridge became London Bridge. The London and who was it now? London and Brighton Railway joined in. I believe they joined in 1841, and there was another London something that joined in 1839. They joined in. Now, when the Thameslink project started here, it was basically 15 platforms at the time, but they shrunk. They shrunk down some terminus platforms, and they increased the number of through platforms. So there was 15. So the number of terminus platforms went from 9 to 6, and the number of through platforms went from 6 to 9. Nice. And of course, the most notable thing with the Thameslink project is this impressive monolith that's just above me here, the Shard. Don't look up, anyone. Anyway, as I said, in fact, our train is just coming in right now. It's right there. Now this is only going to take us to London Blackfriars, because then we're going to change over for City Thameslink.
To Peterborough.
Oh, it's 700,058.
St Pancras International.
That's a rare one.
Stevenage, Hitchin, Arlesey.
Let's jump on it then. Look, Mark, no hands. Hang on a second, is this one call at City Thameslink? I'm sure this one does call at City Thameslink. Apparently this is stopping at City Thameslink. Is 700,024. I'm not sure it is. I'm not sure it does. Whoa, with that spark! I think we got a bit of spark action there. Oh, we did get a bit of spark action. Hello 700-151. This one's going to take me to City Thameslink. I think it was a late start at City Thameslink. But a few chains in that direction, please. I've seen it. Get it open. motherfucking bench. I can just sit right here, look. Sit right here, look, it looks easy like that, doesn't it? Right then, right, here we are at the third station on the Thameslink corridor. This is City Thameslink Railway Station, operated by Gavia Thameslink with 2 platforms. I think there's a train coming. So it opened in 1990 as St Paul's Thameslink, replacing Holborn Viaduct Station, which had opened a little further down the line. And then 1 year later, in 1991, it became known as City Thameslink. And now there is a train.
Platform 1 for the home line 26, 10 minute service to St Albans City.
Yeah, as I was saying before I got interrupted, it is the quirkier of the 2 stations. Sometimes trains stop here, sometimes trains don't stop here, sometimes they don't stop here at all, sometimes everything stops here. It's all a question of frequency. A light here for St Paul's Cathedral, which is somewhere in that direction, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, here's for 30, and then we're off to Farringdon.
Goose Lord, what time of is that service? 01:39. Christ! Go to bed, Ian. There's a limit. How are you still awake, man?
we have just about finished off Farringdon railway station, operated by, I presume, TfL, Transport for London. I presume it's operated by Transport for London. It's got 4 platforms to stay with, platforms 3 and 4 for that lot, and platforms 1 and 2 over here for the London Underground. Now, it opened in January of 1863 as Farringdon Hill, but this is not the original station, because this station was built in 1865 when the line over to Moorgate was put in. There's a tube train right now. S-stop. Now, when the first station was built in 1863, it was the original terminus of the Metropolitan Railway, and this was until 1922 when it underwent a complete refurbishment to the specification that it is today. And then in I think it was 1936, it was renamed to Farringdon proper. When it was redone in 1922, it was renamed Farringdon and something or other. I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, we've had 30 over on the Thameslink side. And we've had about 10-15 minutes on the London Underground side. We don't want to oversaturate it with London Underground stock as opposed to Thameslink. Keep it all 12 and 12, so to speak. But that is almost it for the Thameslink project, because we are now going to go back over to the Thameslink platform, get the train to St Pancras, do half an hour on the Thameslink of St Pancras, and then do the top level at London St Pancras.
Between Farringdon and St Pancras International is the disused station of King's Cross Thameslink, which closed to passengers on the 9th of December 2007.
Ow! Yep, I want to be on the other side. Hooray. How many coaches is that? That's, if I sit there, that's 2 coaches.
Please keep your personal belongings with you at all times when on the station, for your safety.
Southeastern service through Moorgate via Pancras West. Coordinates Stratford International, Epsfleet International, Aston International, Canterbury West, Thameslink Parkway, Ramsgate, Crossrail and Margate. This train has 12 coaches. Due to a short platform, passengers for Canterbury West should board the front 8 coaches. Please note, some of the lifts at Ashford International are currently out of service. Please speak to a member of staff if you need further assistance.
I'll get it in now. We're here at London St Pancras International Railway Station, operated by South Eastern, which I only knew today. And it has 15 platforms. Platforms 1 and 4 for East Midlands Railway over on the far side and sporadic Thameslink services. Platforms 5 through 10 for the Eurostar services. Platforms 11 through 13 for South Eastern's high-speed services, and platforms A and B for the Gavia Thameslink services on the Thameslink Project. Now, it was opened originally in 1866, and it was opened on a slum area called Argertown by William Henry Bulby, or whatever his name was. And the first train that came in here was an overnight mail train from Leeds. Now, by 1902, they had as many as 150 trains in and out of this station. However, London St Pancras is the kind of the black sheep of the trio, because you had Euston over on one side, you had King's Cross over the other side, and all the services were going in and out of there. It was earmarked for closure, was London St Pancras, but then it was saved by a young gentleman by the name of John Betjeman, who I believe has a statue down there. We'll go and try and have a look at that statue later on. Now, this station was completely overhauled in 2004 because of the arrival of the Eurostar here from London Waterloo, and in doing so they completely remodelled the station. They remodelled underneath as well for the Thameslink project. They went absolutely ham on this station, and it was opened in 2007 at the same time High Speed 1 was opened by Her Majesty the late Queen herself. So there you are, there is London St Pancras. It's been a while since I've been on this station, but thank God we're here now. Anyway, we are here until around about, I would say, 20 past 12, and then guess where we're going to finish off the Thameslink fog? That's right, we're going about a couple hundred yards in that direction, because we're going 747 up there. Looked like it. We're going to King's Cross. One can safely say he's a very, very happy person now. The train bow, I've got the train bow, I've got the train bow. Oh, Tico, you know what we're going to do with this, don't you?
Yes, I do. And that's why I've invaded this video, hello, and given you the light rays for the 395012.
5 today and 395012 today. Shame we're not going to go see 800 008 or some of the London Overground ones. Forgot to mention that the Great Eastern called in there between 1870 and 1917, and then Liverpool Street and Fenchurch Street happened. But we are now leaving behind St Pancras because we're going to go to the final part of the Thameslink Project. King's Cross, anybody? Kurtzumas. Rightio then folks, we're just finishing up our last station of the Thameslink Project. This is London King's Cross, operated by Network Rail. It has 11 platforms to its name and was opened between 1851 and 1852, and it was the 5th terminus station to be built when it finally got finished. It replaced Maiden Lane as the new terminus of the London North Eastern Railway, but they didn't come along for quite a bit. when it opened, only 2 lines were in use. Platforms 8, which is what I'm on now, and platform 1, which is over the other side of the train station. But and everything else in the middle was carriage sheds. But demand then got the better of people. Hornsey was added as a route. Then came Wood Green. Then came Holloway Road, and then came what was known as Finsbury Park back then, Seven Sisters Row, and it all just literally spiraled. So then they had to add new platforms. Platform 2 and 3 were added first in the 1860s. Platforms 4 and 5 were added after that. So, oh look, zoom zoom. At the end of 1893, Gasworks Tunnel, which you can see down the bottom there, that was finished. So I think it went up to about 6 tracks in and out of King's Cross, and that was then fine. But 1923 then came around, and that's when the LNER took over. And when the LNER took over with the steam engines, we all know who was flying out of this station. Mallard, Flying Scotsman, to name but a couple. Union of South Africa would have flied out of here as well. But then they had to simplify King's Cross and Gasworks Tunnel. So that all that was done between 1922 and 1923 when the LNER took over. Now, the only thing that's really stayed the same with King's Cross is the station front. That has kept what it was when it was opened back in 1850. And you can, if you look at the pictures, you really do see the similarities between when it opened and look how it looks now. But internally, it has been remodelled. They had to remodel it for the Victoria line when that came in to what it says. It has had a couple of other major remodels since then, but it's still the same King's Cross we all love and know. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the Thameslink vlog, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already done so. I'll leave a playlist all around. I'll probably leave another video as well. Go check that out as well. I'm going to get a photo of that Grand Central and that 387 that came in. But until then, folks, we'll see you for the next one. Bye bye. Say bye, Kurt.
And reminisce, thinking about the dumb shit I did growing up. Maybe a bitch, but I keep on going, cause I know I can do this. I was born a baby.